guys? Welcome to another week of our Coach Connection. I am so excited to be here again with you, connecting, going over stuff. I am always looking for suggestions on what to do in these videos because I got a pretty good list going for 2016 of all the things I want to go over with you guys. But I'm bound to run out of ideas, and I really want to know, what do you want to know about coaching? You know, a lot of things I tell you are based on my own personal experiences and where I was when I first started as a coach and what I kind of wish somebody would have told me when I was a coach. You know, guys, I joined as a Beachbody coach back in 2012 and I didn't do a whole lot with it or anything with it, honestly. I joined in 2012 and had the assumption that money would just start rolling in and that was it. And when that didn't happen, I grew frustrated and made Mike cancel everything. And didn't give it another thought until 2013 when Mike started bugging me again about how we really needed to look into this more and take it more seriously. And he actually was the one that said, okay, well, I'm going to do it first and you can join me later if you'd like to. And kind of just took the ball on starting to learn about Beachbody and the coaching opportunity, things like that. And honestly, I didn't fully jump on board until we went to the Beachbody Coach Summit in 2014. When we arrived in Vegas for the Beachbody Coach Summit, right before that, I had been to a Super Saturday, and I was incredibly negative at this Super Saturday, and I think that was one of my first aha moments where I realized that I did have an attitude problem, and I really needed to change it, or nothing in my life was ever going to change. I was stuck in that negative rut, and it got pointed out to me there, and I knew I had to do some work on it, but it wasn't until I walked through the doors at the MGM Grand and was really just overwhelmed by the Beachbody community that I really had that, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the company I want to be in business with. And this is the lifestyle that I want moment. I really believe that Beachbody Coach Summit is something that if you're really serious about your business, you're going to go to. And I know you probably hear that a lot, but it's really true. You really have to be in that room and feel that energy that comes off of all these amazing people to feel it for yourself. I was somebody that had a really hard time connecting my emotions to anything, which probably explains why I never really had a passion before and why I was stuck in a job that I didn't really care about. My whole life was just kind of a survival thing where I just kind of moved on from one thing to the other, but never really felt that passion or burning fire to see anything through to the end. Probably why I struggled to lose weight for as long as I did. Does any of this sound familiar? Do you find yourself listening to me saying, yeah, I can relate to that. I understand that. Girl, preaching to the choir, right? So going to Beachbody Coach Summit is when I had that moment. And the other good thing about the Beachbody Coach Summit is you're going to get the opportunity to meet some of our top coaches in the industry, the girls that are making 6-figure, 7-figure income. You're going to see people walk across the stage that are entering the Millionaire Club, which means they have made $1 million plus with Beachbody. That's incredible. Think about that for a second. $1 million. And when you hear these people talk, they're not expert businessmen. They don't have a bachelor's degree in business economics or some of the other bullshit they require you to have in corporate America. They don't have any of that. Most of them are just people that wanted to do something different. And so they found Beachbody, loved the products, and here they are walking across stage, making $1 million plus. Now, don't think that came easy. It is not about joining first or joining last. I've witnessed that firsthand as I watch people walk across that stage who've been in the business 5 years, 2 years, 6 months. I mean, it really comes down to how much work are you going to put into this. Those are the results you're going to get. The amount of work you put in are going to dictate your results. And I am saying that from firsthand experience as somebody that put zero work in the beginning and got zero results to somebody that gradually increased my efforts to get to where I am today. And I'm still working to increase my efforts. I'm still working on finding the right way to convey myself on social media, finding the right words to say in those messages to explain to them who I am and what this opportunity is and how it can help them. And I don't think you ever stop learning. I think the reason why people walk across the stage as a millionaire is because they were always continuously striving to learn and give their team of coaches and customers and challengers and people they encounter value, right? We're surrounded by quick fixes, fad diets, and people constantly in our face for buy this, buy that, do this, do that. The last thing someone wants is for you to be like, hey, you should buy a Beachbody product. Nobody wants that. So you have to find a way to convey value to your customers and your coaches. And the best way to do that is to learn from the experts at the Beachbody Coach Summit. Listen to them live on stage as the top 10 coaches in the industry tell you how they run their challenge groups, how they talk to people, how they start conversations, how they recruit new coaches, how they learn the business, how they went from somebody that had 72 friends on Facebook, no joke, 72 friends on Facebook, to somebody that had maxed out on friends in their Facebook and had a like page with 50,000 followers. If somebody with 72 freaking friends can do it, why can't we do it, right? That's what I thought as I was sitting there listening to these people at the Beachbody Coach Summit. Now, when the Beachbody Coach Summit rolls around here in July, tickets are already sold out for this summer. So unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get off the wait list, in all honesty, to attend the one this year in Nashville, which is kind of good because Nashville's kind of gross. I'm not a fan. But hopefully we'll go back to Vegas because Vegas is fun. But anyways, the 2016 trip is sold out. So I will obviously bring back lots of notes for you guys. I'm going to share as much as I can from the Beachbody Coach Summit with you this summer. But at the Beachbody Coach Summit, they are going to announce where next year's location is going to be, and they're going to pre-sale tickets. And those tickets are typically $100 to $150 per person attending. And that is when you want to get online. As soon as I post it and tag you, you're going to want to get online and buy your tickets to the Beachbody Coach Summit for 2017 because those will sell out. Last year, I think they sold out in 3 days. So I wouldn't be surprised if this year they sold out in a day and a half because, you know, Beachbody, they're always trying to strive for more, strive for better. And, you know, the Success Club trip this year sold out in 40 minutes. So that gives you an idea of how little of a time window you have to really act on these things. Now, if you really, really want to go this year to Nashville, let me know and I can see if we can find you a ticket from somebody that's willing to sell it because typically right around June or July, people will find out they can't go or something happens and they're looking in the coach groups to find an extra ticket. I've hooked you up with quite a few coach groups on Facebook. The Beachbody Coaches Huddle is ran by our upline, maybe he's a little ways up there, but he often has people posting in there that they have tickets available and they're willing to sell them, but it doesn't happen all the time. I really only see maybe 2 or 3 tickets a year that get posted up for sale after they've been purchased. So make the choice. Are you going to attend in 2017? And if your answer is yes, when July rolls around, be ready to buy that ticket. And then you have the whole year to figure out how you're going to get there. I know another concern is, what about airfare? What about hotel? You know what? If you buy that ticket to the Coach Summit, you, Mike, and I, and the rest of the team that's going, we can figure out a way to do a cabin sharing, maybe a Vrbo. We can share rental cars to and from the hotel or maybe even a taxi. And there's always Air Mile credit cards. So Mike and I personally use an Air Miles credit card for everything. I don't even use a debit card anymore. I use that credit card, pay it off at the end of the month, just like you would a bank account, and accrue Air Miles. And me and Mike get probably 4, maybe 5 free airline tickets a year with our miles. So that is something you can consider to help you pay for your trip to the Coach Summit in 2017. And of course, here's some motivation to really build your Beachbody income so you can afford to buy the plane ticket. You can afford to have the spending money because of the Beachbody Core. You get things like, can you see this? Oh, I know it's on this side. You can get things like this Shakeology sweater that they don't really offer online. Autumn Calabrese has her training clothing line that's going to be there, and that stuff sells out, and a lot of times they don't even put it online because what you see in the Beachbody merchandise page is usually left over from the Coach Summit. So you get first dibs on all the Beachbody apparel, which Sharon wears awesome. So I feel like I have beat the Beachbody Coach Summit horse to death. So I think you guys get the idea of why it's valuable. I want to give you just a little look at what the agenda is like and kind of explain what they mean by some of these things and give you examples of what to expect. So you understand that, it's not just a fun trip where you're going to get to hang out with the team. So you get to hang out with Mike and I and all of our Beachbody family because we actually have a really large team at Summit. And you'll get to hang out with all these amazing people and go to these parties and events, but you're also going to get your learn on and you're going to learn valuable tips that are going to help you grow your business. Okay, so let's go over to internet land over here. All right, So, detailed agenda for upcoming 2016. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the full agenda for 2015, but this is what the agenda looks like on 2016. So, on Thursday, typically Mike and I will fly in Thursday if it's on the West Coast, Wednesday if it's on the East Coast, or Midwest. I don't know where the hell Nashville is. I hear it's Midwest. You can correct me. I'm sure somebody will. But Nashville was a little bit further with the time change, so we left on Wednesday. Opening general session is typically in the evening time. I want to say around 5 or so. And that's just the Beachbody welcome. Welcome to Summit. Here are some of the things we're going to go over. There's always announcements in general session. They're going to announce some of the new products coming out and get you all pumped up and fired up for the weekend. And Carl Deichler gives freaking amazing speeches that make you want to go out and just change the world kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And then on Friday, again, general session. This is when they'll go over more product news and just basically like a business meeting for Beachbody coaches and Beachbody corporate, just with 20,000 people in attendance. So, training workshops. This is when you're going to get to pick. Last year they did this really awesome track system. So you picked your color and your workshops were assigned. They made sure that the rooms were big enough so you weren't fighting over seating or having to wait in line or anything like that. And this is where you're going to get the opportunity to hear from top coaches in the industry about how they run their challenge groups, how they do their invites, how they grew their business, how they built their stories, all that meat and potato stuff you're going to find in the training workshops. And those typically last all day. In the evening time, they have the qualifying Star Diamond party. You do have to be a Star Diamond to attend that party. I've seen it from the outside and it looks freaking amazing. And I want my whole team to be in this glamorous party where you get all dressed up and you get to hang out with all the trainers, and it just looks freaking incredible and I want to go. So that's one of my personal goals at Beachbody Coach Summit. Qualifying Success Club party, you will get an email if you qualify for the Success Club party. Typically it is Success Club 5 or 10 All-Stars that attend this party, which means you have been in Success Club 5 for 12 consecutive months. So keep that in mind. That's a goal for you. You want to be in Success Club 5 12 consecutive months in a row, or Success Club 10 for 12 consecutive months to qualify for that. On Saturday morning, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, in here on Friday and Saturday, they are going to have workouts with the trainers, but they won't announce those until probably a month before Summit. So you do get the opportunity to work out with the trainers. They just don't have it posted here. And this is a very light agenda. It gets far more detailed the closer you get to Summit, and I will be sharing that with you as we get closer to July. All right, so Saturday, July 30th, there's the super workout. This is when they block out blocks and blocks and blocks of space so 20,000 people can all work out together. I'll be honest, Mike and I tend to skip this one because I have social anxiety, and being in that large crowded space is just not fun for me. This is why I work out from home. I love the idea. I love the concept of it. Everybody working out together, making a statement, making a movement. I think it is fan-freaking-tastic. And if you are somebody that enjoys that, you're going to have yourself a blasty blast. But I personally, I pass on that one and get the extra sleep because by this point I am exhausted. After that is general session. Again, it's usually a guest speaker that day. Last year we had a National Geographic photographer who gave this amazing, inspiring speech about going for your dreams. Janelle Summers, who is Chalene Johnson's sister and a part of our Millionaire Club, 2-time 15-star diamond or something like that, which basically means she's the 15-star diamond in 2 of her business centers. She gave an excellent speech on Facebook, social network marketing, how to advertise yourself, how to post, how to run ads, all this amazing content that I actually came back and applied everything I learned to my business and had a lot of success with it. So, and then the very last thing is, of course, celebration, which is everybody's favorite. Last year in Nashville, they closed down the entire block, and it was a giant block party. And it was fun, except it was hot. It was really, really hot. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I am not used to it being above, 73, 74 with super light humidity. So 85 and 80% humidity about killed me. But all that heat aside, it was a blast. It was so much fun. We got to hang out with all of our Beachbody friends, and it was just a really great time. So I hope that you've seen the value in the Beachbody Coach Summit. I hope you understand why I think it is so important for you to be in attendance with us in 2017. I'm really looking forward to taking the team there. I do have a couple other people that are coming with us this year, and I really would love to grow that number in 2017. And it's just a great way for us to hang out in person and really get to know each other. So I hope you found this valuable. I wanted to leave you with this last little tidbit of advice for when you're on your social media pages, be it Instagram or Facebook. Anytime you guys make a post, I want you to think to yourself, is this value added? Is this going to add value to somebody's journey? Think to yourself what you would want to know when you were first starting out. What did you see that inspired you? What did you see that helped you? What did you see and think was like, that didn't help me? Not worth my time. I know that deep down inside you guys know exactly what needs to be posted and what people are looking for. You just have to figure it out for yourself. So be thinking that way when you're making your post, and think to yourself, how am I going to add value and what can I give away to my customers for free? Be thinking about those freebies, and if you want to chat more on one-on-one or chat more about that one-on-one, let me know and I would be more than happy to set up that coach call and you and I can have a brainstorming session and figure it out together, because you're not alone in this. You have me and you have Mike, and we're here to help you. So I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for being so patient with me and all these coach connections. My goal was Sunday and somehow they've turned into Wednesday, but I love how you guys go with the flow. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Peace out.